Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I break down all the goals scored in the Premier League by all the teams. I use my over 20 plus years coaching experience to give you some different insight, and not like the Muppets that do on the TV, because I actually know what I'm talking about. So, right now we're looking at Nottingham Forest against Brighton, and you can see something here that's happening. You can see all these players and then leaving this big space here for this player to run into. Now, in modern football, the player normally doesn't try to run down the line and actually do anything. He tries to play it inside and do something stupid. But this guy here has a little look, you see, and then he puts his foot down and he goes into the space. But look at these players here. They're all protecting the inside, right? That's how they're coached to do. No one cares about this player running into all this space here. This guy right here, he should be coming out here and shutting off this gap, right? This massive space. He's not doing it. He could even get his teammate in front of him to do it. Like, he could even do it, but neither of these two bother to do that. They all run back and come back here for a cuddle. That's what they're looking to do. As they go, you see, look, he goes to go and get to that space, but all of a sudden he realises he's too far, and it should have been the player behind him. And honestly, I wouldn't want the centre-back to come over and cover that space there. It's just awful all round, really. They've given him this massive pocket in this area to run around. Now, if he was a really good player, this guy here, what he would be doing, as soon as he gets another yard, he'd be driving inside towards the goal and making this guy try to cut, cutting across that guy, trying to make something happen. Either he fouls him, gets a penalty, or he gets his shot off at goal. But he doesn't do that. He comes down, gets a bit of quality on his little cross, and as you look right now, you see this area here? We've got this massive area, and they're not marking anybody. They've got all this little zone set up here, and there's no one that they're marking in the middle here whatsoever. So he whips in his little cross, and it's a free header on the back post, and it's an easy goal. Straight away, boof, 1-0. I'm happy to see someone actually runs down the wing and attacks this space instead of trying to pass the ball in the middle and do nothing. Well done, young man. Let's get on to the next goal. Here we are again. We're looking at a couple of simple options. Right, can you see this little box that these guys have made, right? And you can suddenly see you'd want another player there and another player there, and they're not. There's a bit of a disconnect. We're missing one in the middle here for somewhere. Don't know who he's supposed to be, but we don't have our line here. And we don't quite have our line here because this guy's gone for a bit of a wander. Why he's gone for a wander, it's really important to understand this, is you leave out these two players, you hang them out to dry, because they're not in line with you. You need to be in line with them. Now, this guy can go here, but he doesn't choose to do that. I kind of like what he does here. Look, takes a little step, and he plays this inside ball. Now we can suddenly see this missing player here matters, because this guy's got a massive pocket of space. And this guy that's pulled away from those other two players, right, can you see that? We've got our one, we've got our two, and we've got our third here, right? Can you see the disconnect of how much that space is now opened up and how big and how important that is? Because he's run away, checking with the player and not trying to hold his shape. He's caught in two minds. Hold your shape. Don't worry about the player running offside or doing any of that nonsense. Get someone else to do that. Hold your shape, because if you don't, you're supposed to be here attacking the ball here, and you're not. You're completely out of shape because you don't know what you're doing. And then all of a sudden, bosh, oh, there's the space, bump, tickle, trap, goal. That easy. That easy. Oh, let's go back. You see that space he's made I'm talking about, right? You see that space that he's made? He's still even not actually marking the player. He's dropped off, and this guy here, because he doesn't actually score, it hits off this guy. But he's opened up the space for this player to take a shot, and he's not even marking him. So he's done two things wrong. He's gone with the player to mark him, and he's not even marked him. Look at this weak man asking for the ball. Bush. As it comes in, doff, dush. He's not even marked him. He's tracked him back, and he's still not even done that. And he's opened up the gap. And we've knocked it, blonk, and it goes. Actually, I don't think it touches him. I think it just goes straight in. But there we go. Let's get on to the next goal. This is nice and simple. The ball goes out wide. This guy's just got all the time in the world. He's got his head up, taking his time. There's no real pressure on the ball. Look, this guy here, it's not really, look, he's no intention of trying to win the ball. He's just trying to jog in front of him. Win the bloody ball, mate. You're right there. Go and tackle him. He's too far off him. Look, oh. Oh, he's put the ball in. Oh my goodness, look, someone's completely unmarked. Can't be the guy that's completely come in, completely unmarked, is it? Yes, it is. And I think that goalkeeper there is terrible. The first goal, I think the keeper could have done a little bit better on as well. I didn't really call that out. But you can see he's done the same sort of, we call them like swimming pool dives. He's just dived for the sake of diving. It makes him look good. He's thrown himself down. He's never going to win it. It's just terrible overall. Let's get on to the next goal. Don't worry, we couldn't have a week in the Premier League without a dodgy penalty being given, and we've got one right here. This ball comes across like this, bosh, off it comes, bomb, and he gets pulled down right here in the box. To be fair, I think it's a bit of a... Here's the thing. I don't think it's a penalty. It's just too soft. I want to show you another angle, and it's just too soft. Here's the other angle coming up. Here we go. Bump. Comes in. He's climbing over him a bit, but he's not really going to get to the ball anyway. I don't know. I think he's gone down too soft. I think the penalty's too soft. It should have been overturned on VAR. Obviously it wasn't, because why would we use VAR for anything positive? But yeah, they step up and they take a penalty. Normal guy dancing on the penalty spot, trying to confuse the keeper, and just puts it into the corner. Yeah. Let's get on to the last goal. Speaking of dodgy VAR decisions, here we go. We've got a next one. I want you to keep an eye just on this area here. I'm going to highlight it here for you. Watch what's going on there as this ball gets played into the box. Splonk gets knocked over, pulled down a little bit. The ball's nowhere near it. Is it a penalty? Is it a foul? Nah, VAR says it is. Let's have a look and show you the VAR angle and make up your own mind. See, here's my problem on the VAR angle that they show me. He's already on his way down when you see it. Like, look. He's already on his way down. You can't really see. There's no football even in the frame. It's never a pen, in my opinion. It's a guy diving looking for a penalty. Gets a penalty, but there's a little bit more shenanigans that goes on after this. Let me just show you. The big man dunk comes over to have a word with the referee and tells him he can't do his job properly, and he shouldn't be refereeing, which is, well, he doesn't really. He tries to be polite, says it's never a pen because you want to map it, ref. He's the captain. He's allowed to talk to the ref. Ref has a bit of a tantrum. Brr, 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 brr. I'll give you a yellow card. Brr, 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 brr. He's already on a yellow card, so he ends up getting sent off. But this is the bit I want to call it to your attention. Right, he knows he's off. He's walking off the field. You can see it. He's already heading off the field, and the referee starts walking back towards him. So what he does is he turns around and talks to the referee. Look, turns around, talks to the referee, sees the referee, and he goes to put his arm out to shake the referee's hand. Now, the referee right now is sending him off because he's given him a yellow, which is his second, but he hasn't shown him the red card. He already knows he's getting sent off, so he's already on his way. The ref doesn't shake his hand, doesn't do any of that. Grumble, 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 grumble. Shows him the red card. And he's just like, and I can see his opinion. Oh my God. Well, what the ref should have done, shaken the guy's hand, had a bit of a chuckle, showed him the red, said, yeah, sorry, mate, you got to go. You know, that's how you referee it, not just show like you're an arrogant, pompous arsehole, which he was right there. Let's just show you the penalty, and we'll get out. This little wee man taking the penalty, he's hilarious. Watch his little steps. He's so cute. Wow! That is so funny. Sorry, I don't know why people do that. It's just bad football. Well, I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.